Now, look, you don't have to know a lot about the movie business, and you don't need to know a lot about the box office, and you don't need to know a lot about the industry to know that Disney is having a pretty good year. I don't know if you've heard. Like between, what was it? Captain Marvel, surprising a lot of people, joining the $1 billion club. Avengers Endgame, might still become the biggest box office film of all time. And on top of other things, and not to mention a lot of other stuff is still coming. Disney right now, to put this into perspective, has made, according to reports, more than double at the box office this year than its second closest competitor. Wrap your head around that. Disney so far, like we all knew that Disney's 2019 was going to be a ridiculous year. We all knew this. But as of right now, Disney's 2019 box office has Disney at more than double the number of what their next closest competitor is. That's mind-boggling. Of course we all assumed they would be out in the lead and out in front of everybody else, but those types of numbers are insane. Now, coming to us from our friends over at Cinema Blend, this is what it says. Disney official domestic box office take through June 16th is $1.732 billion. Now, this is domestic, of course. The number 2 studio is Warner Brothers, which sits at $803 million through the same period. Those numbers don't even include the last week's worth of business, which includes Toy Story 4, and Warner Brothers' highest performing film right now is Godzilla King of the Monsters, which has been out for a month, and its ratio is only going to increase. Now, on top of all this stuff, the thing that makes this even more ridiculous is the fact that, Disney, they haven't even shown a lot of their cards yet. That number still doesn't reflect the numbers for Toy Story 4, which is obviously going to be massive. We got Frozen 2 coming, which is going to be massive. We've got The Lion King coming, which I believe is going to be the number 2 box office film of the year, just behind Endgame. Then they've got that little film coming in December from this little franchise you may have heard of called Star Wars Episode 9. That's coming in December. And on top of all that, if that wasn't enough, they've got Maleficent 2, Mistress of Evil coming, which is not going to be a $900 million film, but it's just going to add to this ridiculous total. Again, we all knew going into 2019 that it was going to be a stupidly good year for Disney. But as of right now, when a lot of their big guns still haven't come, sitting at more than double the closest competitor is pretty impressive. What do you guys think? Do you think this huge gap between Disney and the next closest competitor is really more of a reflection and a commentary on just how good of a year Disney's having? Do you think it's maybe more of a reflection of commentary on how maybe a little bit of a subpar year other studios having? Do you think it's a little bit of a combination of the two? Either jump in Super Chat and leave me your thoughts, or jump down to the comments section and let me know what you think. All right, with that down and out of the way.